a Q&A towards the end.
Okay.
Rahab is laughing at you.
Hey guys.
Hi,
In a message to Mark,
Good.
70.
Alrighty. Okay, so we are going to get started. So one thing I want to share with you guys that we have not talked about in a very long time is growth plan. The reason why growth plan is important, honestly, it really does help you become a successful trader. It may sound like, I was one of those people that didn't really care too much about growth plans until I realized not understanding how much money I need to make daily does make me a reckless trader. So today I want to just cover this. I've been covering this with my private clients. I've been doing private coaching with some of the students that are part of our group, just to help them get all the information they need quicker and become successful traders. In fact, they're doing pretty good. Rahab, you know who I'm talking about. You may know somebody that is working with me directly, and they're doing really, really good. So I just thought it would be kind of cool to talk about this just briefly and make sure that everybody understands that this is the meat and potatoes of trading. I promise you. It is not knowing how, it's not like understanding the technicality of all that stuff, because that stuff you're going to understand. And once you understand, if you're not understanding the risk management, it's over. It doesn't matter how good you are as a trader. It's over. It's game done, game over. You're toast. Okay. So I usually say, you can choose even 3% here on the compound daily. So what this means is, I'm just going to put 4 to be even. If you decide that you want to grow at a 4% rate per day, you want to make sure that you are not putting in 4% as a whole into your trade. What you want to do is divide this into 2. Okay. So once you divide that into 2, what that means is this: you are taking a 2% risk on each of your trades. Period. End of story. Anything more than that, you're reckless. It's like driving a car while intoxicated, like straight up. And you're just like playing with fire, eventually it's going to get caught up, right? So if you're going to be trading 2% of 500 is $10, right? It sounds like a little money, but that's where we all started. We started out with little money, and then obviously we added into our accounts, and we experienced growth. Now, what I always say in the beginning, at least your first 30 days, you want to just reinvest 100%. You don't want to be taking out your $10 every single day. It's going to cost you more than what you're making, because you're going to have to pay whatever, the Bitcoin fee or whatever that is, right? So when you come here today, you want to just make $20. I know it sounds like, really? Just $20? Yeah, $20. Because if you're making anything more than that, you are over trading. Period. End of story. You're over trading. And when you're not successful in trading, is because you are not following the rules, right? So once you hit your $20, get out. Once you hit your $20.80, get out. Eventually, it's all going to be okay. It's going to add up. Even if you go at a 4% rate for a full month, you've basically taken $500 and made it to $1,600. Who else can do this for you? Not your bank, right? So risk management and understanding how much you need to make daily, and having that discipline of once you hit your money, get out. This is what makes you a successful trader, not knowing all the technicality of trading, because you're going to know those anyway. If you're going to be here long enough, you're going to understand that. But if you don't master this, if you don't master patience and discipline, it's game over. I'm talking about this in my own opinion, in my own experience. Yes, I picked up very quickly. Literally, I picked up in days because I was immersed into it. I was crazy about it. I did not care about anything else other than knowing how to trade. But what I did not get is the education and the importance of understanding what your risk is every single day per trade. Because what I started doing is I would make a lot of money. I mean, I had days I would make so much money, my head was spinning. But because I was trading very high amounts, I would also lose the money. But when I realized, guess what, girl, just take a small amount of money and grow it. Then I started seeing that growth, okay? So I wanted to share that. I just felt like it's super important to share that and make you aware that, you can know about super trends and RSI, but if you're not managing this, you're never going to be able to grow.
So when you accumulate it, do you increase the amount you're trading then?
Yes. It's always 2% of your entire capital that you have.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason why I say 2% is then you're risking, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, right? You can do 2% on EJ, 2% on AU, for example, right? And then at least now even if you lose, if you lose more than, depending on what the percentage is here, we always say that if you're losing more than 2 trades, if you lose 2 trades in a row, if you lose 2 trades in one sitting, you need to get out of the market like ASAP. Why? Number one, you may be doing the analysis correctly. Who wants a dog? You might be doing the analysis correctly. The market is just messed up. Number one. Number two, if you decide that you want to keep pressing on, now you're messed up in the head because you're thinking, oh, I need to make my percentage for the day and I need to make back my money.
So cute.
So you become an emotional trader, right? And so if you lose 2 trades in a row, if you lose 2 trades in one sitting, you need to get out of the market. Doesn't matter if you have not hit your percentage or not. Get out until the next day, not until later, until you go to sleep, come back refreshed, and you're not feeling emotional about what's going on. I know it sounds like gibberish. Let me just tell you for a fact, I'm just talking from what has happened to me. I heard about this with other traders. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was rolling my eyes until I learned my lesson. Any questions on this? Okay. Any questions on any
compound daily interest calculator, Jenny?
Huh?
Is it on your page?
Yeah, it's also on my page, but you can also just pull it up here on the internet. It's on my page too.
A compound daily dot.
Yeah.
I'm admiring your doggy.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, thank you. All right. Any other general questions you have? Katu, did you disappear on us?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. You had another question, no?
So even if you have the 500 in the account, you just trade 2% of it.
Yeah.
So if you have 1,000 in the account, you can also do just 2%. So depending on how much you have in the account.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then make it a consistent thing of growing at the 2% every day and then exit after that.
Yeah. So you're going to have a total of 4% that day. We're just doing 2% at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, total of 4%. So that means you'll do more than one trade, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
And then the other thing that I kept hearing the big wig traders say that when you start making, like if you have an account that has like 20,000, 30,000, you can just do 1%, 1%, 1%, 4 times. That way now, because at the end of the day, you have to psychologically understand that the amount of money you're putting in as the amount of money that you want to trade is the amount of money you've decided that no matter what happens, if I gain it, I'm good. If I lose it, I'm good. That's the psychology behind trading. If you're putting in $1,000, like for me, if I put in $1,000 into a trade, I am really okay with if I lose it. I'm fine. And so when I'm clicking, I'm really okay with it. And so that takes out all the emotional stuff. And when you take out all the emotional, then you are prone to be able to make money and not make stupid mistakes, because now you're like, oh, what is this the entry zone? Am I sure? And then you're clicking when you're not supposed to be clicking because you're all nervous about it. So whatever your amount is, always, and we're, most of you here are probably Christians and you believe in faith and God and everything, but also just realize that you're being realistic by saying that I am parting away with this money. No matter what happens with it, I'm still going to be okay. And that takes out all the connections with your money. So you're not overthinking, like, is this the right trade? Should I click right now? Oh, I'm seeing it going like this. Maybe I should click right now. You start making better decisions on your trading versus putting in the emotional aspect of it. So just disconnect emotionally with the money that you're trading. You're going to be a really good trader. Any other questions?
Were you emotional before? Like, did you, are you giving us this warning because of something you went through?
I was. Rhea, why are you laughing?
Yes.
I was attached to my money. Like I was so wanting to make money, because when I joined IM Academy, let me just tell you, when you guys joined, I think it was later on in the process, because what happened was the school got really big and FTC started like coming in and triple checking to make sure they're doing things okay, right? The bigger you get, the more trouble you have. But before then, they used to allow the traders to show us their accounts. Okay. So there was a guy called Matthew Thayer. I think one of his accounts, he had $1.3 million trading, a $1.3 million account. Whoa. So, and I think he used to trade, I don't remember what percentage he used to trade. So you could see like people putting in $25,000 per trade, $40,000, $120,000 per trade. That's what these traders trade. Now you guys don't, obviously you don't see it because they don't share their screens. But back then they used to share their screens. And so for me, psychologically, I'm like, I want to make the big money, right? And I see why the FTC told them not to do that anymore. So there was a lot of emotions attached to that. I was like, oh man, I just hit the jackpot, right? And so I started becoming careless. I have no business putting in, back then I had no business putting in $1,000 per trade, right? Even if I had a $5,000 account, $1,000 is a lot of money in one trade on a $5,000 account, right? And so if you lose that, you're in trouble, right? So yeah, was I emotional? Absolutely, 100% I was emotional. Any other questions? Any other general questions? Then I gotta go eat tacos. So hurry up.
Thank you for warning us though. Like, it's good to, I knew in my head, I knew consistency is going to be key.
Yeah.
Like just sticking to a plan and working with a plan. And if, as you said, if you get 2 bad ones or whatever, the day is just not going your way, forget it for the day, just do something else.
Yeah.
So that I knew is what my strategy needs to be, but hearing it from somebody who's been already in there is a good thing.
Yeah, awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other trading questions?
I saw they began the stocks. They have stocks now. It began the stock session. They have indicators for stocks now.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So good. I'm so excited. I'm so
But
excited.
isn't it true that most stocks you need a 25,000 account, right?
No, that's not my understanding. No,
No?
no, that's not my
Because
understanding.
somebody told me stocks don't have leverage, it's dollar for dollar.
Yeah, that's not my understanding. But I am yet to learn how they do it.
Okay.
But that's not my understanding,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess we go to the educators on there and listen to what they have to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
They have a lot of looks like they have a lot of people. Marshall Sana is one of the guys I was listening to. And it's interesting. Dr. Josh and Dr. Brandon and Brandon Boyd. They're also going to be talking. I'm going to be listening to all this and see if I can plug it into anything. We'll see. They're swinging. They're teaching market rhythm, swinging. Yeah, just listen up and see like what you think. This lady, I think it's Caroline. Caroline I think she's very, very much in CNBC. She's one of the people that comes in and advises. I think she's part of the Mad Money. Like she appears there a lot. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to try that, you do have to obviously buy it. Let me see, how much is it anyway? So yeah. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, I think I'll just concentrate on the crypto and Forex for the time being. I just want to learn the art of it. And I feel like after you get it, then you can move to bigger things, bigger and greater things. Because I tend to get overwhelmed.
Oh, okay.
Just you can get overwhelmed.
Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. If you guys don't have any additional questions.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Those two buddies might get on again on Sunday. I'll ask them if they have any further questions, and I'll let you know, okay?
Okay, yeah. And
Yeah.
make sure that they are aware that these sessions are available for them.
Yeah, I will. Actually, next time I'll invite them for this because they might have some questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty.
Okay. No problem.